Hello everybody, this is Kenita Honesty, aka Your Honest Agent. Welcome back to my channel. I'm pretty excited about this video as I will be hanging out with Mr. Makasia Brown. He is actually the event organizer for the Black Wall Street Unity events that have been occurring here in the city. Next week, November 14th, will be part 3, and I'm pretty excited about having this time with him so that he could talk a little bit about the event, as well as certain parts in the city that he feels could be used for economic growth for the black community. Continue to watch so that you can learn about his goals and dreams for the city. I hope you enjoy it.
Welcome, my name is Makasia Brown. I'm one of the big time entrepreneurs who lives in the city of Harrisburg, community leader. I'm coming back here soon to bring a program on November the 14th at St. Francis School, the school right on Zarker Street. It's called Black Empowerment Day. Well, I'm down here on 13th Street in my old neighborhood, sharing my vision about black businesses, soon to be coming down here, or at least being a part of the economic part of Harrisburg. So I'm real thrilled about where I'm at right now, what I'm trying to do in this community. And this is one of them. I feel like we need to be represented. We need to be represented. So, like I said, I'm going to be doing something November the 14th at St. Francis School, and it's called the Black Economic Empowerment Day. So I'm real thrilled about it. I'm here on the other side of 13th and Market, and I wanted to share some black history with you. In 1969, if I'm right, and if I'm wrong, between 69 and 68, 69, this was a drugstore. And at the time, there was a black female who couldn't get in at the time, and it was a big issue. So at the age of 10, I got a chance to witness the first protests and riots started here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. As a young person, seeing what I seen was like real damage to the black community, because it tore up a lot of things, got tore up at the time. But the protests of what they were trying to establish, I feel like it made somewhat an impact, but it tore down a lot of economic businesses that were here in Harrisburg and in this area here. Because as we go down here, and you can see right now, there's no owned black businesses at all. And at the time, we had wig shops down here. There was people had a guy was a tailor. I remember a young man was a tailor down here. There was a beauty salon down in this area. There's no black representative of business at all down here, which a city has 23,000 blacks as we see as the day, and we don't have any businesses at all. And it bothers me, because I think we need to be represented. And so hopefully the change that I want to bring back here into Harrisburg is more black businesses, more black storefront. And hopefully, if it doesn't be here, somewhere along the line here of 13th Street up to 14th Street, wherever, we could be representative and starting with our business. Like I said, all of this here has changed for other ethnic groups, but no blacks. Now, this here, Superior been here, they're like part of us. They've been here since I was a kid, and my mom, so they've been a part of it. So we don't have, and it's not saying we don't have a problem with that. The problem, what I'm saying is, they are like family, so we were okay with Superior. I just feel like we needed to be representative, definitely with more black businesses. Especially, you got a nail shop right here, could easily be a black nail shop, but it's not. But everybody has the right to come to America and be a part of America's dream. But how about if you're already in America and you're losing your dream? So I want to be one of them that said I want to establish who I am.
He needs to be on camera. He needs to be on camera. He's a living legend. That's downtown Philly Brown.
So, like I said, this is my dream, this is my vision, that hopefully can be able to change a neighborhood like this here, or be a part of it, at least be a part of it. And you can look around. We got chicken place here, you know. We got all that. We got the hair, beauty, supply stuff here, but it's not black only. You got black pictures and everything on it. So I just feel like we need to be represented down here. So this is one of the areas that I want to be able to make some changes in some areas throughout the city. Now, where we're at now, we're at 13th Estate. 13th Estate is a visualized dream of mine, if it's possible, that we could turn this particular lot that's been empty for a lot of years, maybe 25 years or better. This used to be a Sunoco station. This street here, 13th Estate, runs you right to the Capitol. So you get all that business that going through the Capitol, or people going to work, people coming from work. I just felt like this would be a great location for black businesses, like a black mall or a black plaza. Let's not say a mall. Let's deal with reality. Because location means a lot in business. This would be a perfect location if we could form some kind of coalition to take over this particular area, find out who owns it, and maybe come up with a contract or something to build some of the black business here in the city of Harrisburg. But I think this is just a total waste in the community. This is a perfect example of areas that's in this city of Harrisburg that could be something in the future. And I'm really looking forward to maybe getting with the mayor, getting with the economic developer, finding out who's the owner of this location, and working with some people, and maybe we can do something at 13th and 13th Estate. And I personally feel like this would be a great location for black businesses to be set up so we could be a part of the economic empowerment within this city. This would be a great spot. Now, if somebody steals this idea, we know why. But at the same time, I think it would be a blessing if you come to see me and we talk about the dream together. But this is what the location I'm talking about. And you can browse around and see what I'm talking about here. Like I said, it's a great area for business. So, okay, this area that we're in now is between 15th and 16th Street of Walnut. It's an area that I grew up in. It's an area that I was real proud of, because at the age of 10, I was a junior Black Panther. And I learned a lot being a Panther, but at the same time, it was a growth of knowing how great black people are and the particular leaders that we had at the time. This building here was the building, used to be a pool hall, and at the time, they turned it into the Panthers headquarters at the time, back in 1968, 69. So this area will be changed soon. And if you can look across the street there, see the Allison Hill Community Center, just imagine there was a row of houses here all over this street. And then they built this here back in, I think, 1986, something like that. So this has been around a while, and it hasn't been occupied in a while. So someone brought it, and they're going to fix it up. Some areas has changed, like across the street here, but at the same time, I'm real blessed. Like I said, in the 60s, I grew up in this neighborhood. There was a lot of homes, and there's only one house stands now, and this was the great Matheson's families. They were great football players. Whoever came out of this house could play ball. So the Matheson's in our house still stands today. It's been remodeled. It looks pretty awesome. But here's the areas that I was saying it's going to be all fixed up here. It's going to be housing all over 16th and Walnut, to 16th and Regina, down to 15th and Regina to 15th and Walnut. So all these brand new houses that's going to be built. I'm real excited about that for the city, because economically and housing is real important here in Harrisburg. We got to, this is the capital. You know, we need to be beautiful, you know. So this area I'm looking forward, it's on a hill, Allison Hill area, but this is one of the parts that I'm hoping that we can be a part of and see things happen and grow. Like I said, some changes has happened. So we're just filming me. We're just touching base about the old neighborhood. I grew up in this neighborhood. So I'm just giving them a little bit of black history, my brother. Yeah, and I used to play ball in there. I was Magic before Magic. So they got some work they're doing in there, doing some remodeling, gutting out some things in there. So makes me happy to know I can come back on a historical day. Yesterday was a historical day. Biden and Harris is now the president of the United States and vice president. And I come here the next day on a Sunday, and my neighborhood is about to get fixed. Now, I might have to put some pressure on that president. Hey, come on down there to Harrisburg and do some things to help us out. I actually lived across the street here on 16th Street, so didn't go too far on when we were moving. Believe it or not, when you turn around and see this building here, this actually was an apartment complex over here and a bar on the corner here. And now the young man who came in here and did his development and his contract changed a lot of this area here. But yeah, all this will be changed soon. Thanks God for a minority contractor who's going to make a difference over here. So I'm real proud about that work that's about to be happening here. Well, I'm back. I'm about to share with you about housing, economically building some housing around here and some development. I grew up in this area, came up here in 1972 in this neighborhood between 18th Street and Whitehall Street. I lived down here on Regina Street. I lived in the 1800 block of Regina. This area that I'm about to share with you was beautiful, y'all. It was beautiful. Housing right here, restaurant over here, Lavenders. I know everybody got a shout out when I say Lavenders, because we remember Frankie, the Jamaica man. So he used to make some great food for Lavenders and stuff like that. But that was a restaurant. Still homes here. It was all really, really nice. There might be one or two families that are still here from those days of growing up. But at the same time, you can see how this neighborhood looks now. And I would love to see a contractor come into this particular neighborhood and make a change, get a grant, block grant or something, and really come here and fix some of these homes up and make a difference here. And I think we had a chance to share about housing. There was some housing here, and they had a fire, and they let it go down. And this is what happens when they tear something down and then don't go back and develop it, something, it ends up being looking like this here. So this is the old neighborhood, and a lot of us kids played in this neighborhood and had fun running the streets of this neighborhood, and it was very safe and beautiful. And you can see what I'm talking about, how you just imagine how this place was almost 50 years ago, how beautiful this spot was. And now it has changed a whole lot, but I feel like we can revamp this area and make a difference in this particular community if we just all put our heads together, get with the city, look at different blocks in the community, because the capital shouldn't look like this. And this is what they do in a predominantly black neighborhood sometimes. No caring, landlords not caring, so you get a neighborhood that can go down real quickly, because we're talking about 50 years ago. I feel like this neighborhood should still be somewhat constructive and still be up and running and being beautiful. But we're down close to Regina Street. This neighborhood right here, I don't know if some tears come to my eyes, because this is real personal to me. This is my neighborhood. This is where I grew up at. And what's great about this particular neighborhood, because I want to go over here to Regina Street real quick, is that this is 18th Street. This is 18th and Regina. And on 18th and Regina, there was a family called the Browns. And this is where my family at. And this house that I'm gonna point to you used to be called the White House. And I wasn't even the president then. But over here is where my house was, y'all. 18th and Regina, everybody know me when I had my little parties. everybody used to come here and say, and my mom, who's the Brown Bomber, gotta mention my mom, who allowed me to have some great parties here when I was growing up. So I grew up in this house almost 35 years or more in this particular 1811 Regina, where my mail would come, you know, for college and all that good stuff, all that stuff when you go through when you're an athlete. Great neighbors next door, connected. You see that the house is connected and everybody's got an alley. So, you know, like I said, back in the days, this was a great place to grow up. This is the last stepping stone of my life. I love this house. I always thought about coming back here, buying it. It really picked up the whole neighborhood. Said, yo, let's have the parties like we used to. So, yeah, so this is when I'm hoping whoever sees this tape can share this with the state representatives, to city, wherever we have to come, and let's make Harrisburg beautiful again. The doors is open for everybody. Anybody can live here. Life is multicultural. So let's try to do some things on the housing department in the city of Harrisburg. So we'll definitely get with the mayor and other folks who has the power to make the difference. City council who can make a difference in our community.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it. Hanging out with Mr. Brown, I learned a lot about the city of Harrisburg and its history, and just seeing, you know, the locations that he feels can build the city up. It's amazing his thoughts. So, you know, his goal is to bring people together, to meet people so that we can all come together and figure out a way to, you know, accomplish these things and make Harrisburg, you know, better than what it already is. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions, but I hope to see you next week at his Black Wall Street Part 3 Unity Day, November 14th. I hope to see you there. Peace and love, and I hope all is well. Peace.
Y'all recording a YouTube video?
Yes, sir.
Tap me in it.
Where are you at?
Right here. Hi guys.
Hey.
What's your channel?
It's called Living in South Central
Shut
Petersburg.
up, she gonna talk to you.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm alright.
So tell me about yourself.
My wife had took me on the Mari Poker show because she said I was cheating. I was cheating though. And I failed all 3 questions
Wow.
and got caught up in the green room.
What?
And I look at it every day. And then they call me, go back on the update.
Wow.
My mom said, don't go out there and put your business out there.
Did you do it?
No.
Oh, okay.
But every time you go on the update, they give you an extra $100 because they gave me $200, gave my wife $200.
Oh.
Put us in a hotel.
Oh, y'all still together?
22 years.
22
Wow.
years.
She ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. 22 years.
22 years.
You know, I love her,
Oh, shit.
but she ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Kev is doing a lot of work in this community.
Yes.
He got his buddy there, Rand trying to.
Yeah, we just came from the church.
So, okay.
Yeah, we're trying to
Yeah.
light up Harrisburg.
Yeah,
Still
light up
after
the community.
40 years, yeah, we're trying to light up Harrisburg.
So he's one of the big
We're making sure
contractors
houses are
around here to
safe.
make some things happen. Yeah, if you need that electrician, and
I do.
plumbing.
We just came from
Good
church.
neighbor.
We just came from a church that pays you to go there. Everybody got envelopes. So that was new. Uptown. Yeah. His cousin invited us and we
in my
went.
life had that
But I didn't
happen.
go for that reason, but it was good.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't even know.
Everybody got
I gave it to
envelopes.
him. I gave him my envelope.
You give him the envelope. Okay. You didn't give it back.